cover of that nature. But the cover would require that at the initial stage you have paid up everything, most of the medical covers. Then there are normally those ones whereby someone can pay, can get financed by a financial institution like the bank. So the bank pays up for you, but then you're left with the bank now to be paying the premiums for yourself. For yourself. But normally that will come with interest also. Accruing what you're going to pay for the cover. Certain insurances also provide a structure whereby that they, like the ones who are lending you, so you pay extra. You pay extra for interest that are accrued. So it's more better in any time someone is taking a cover, you pay up at the very beginning once the contract has started, so that it eliminates the complications that come whereby that perhaps someone has been admitted and premiums have not been paid, and then you have a lot of problems with the insurance.
Okay. And what additional extras can I add on to my cover? Is it antenatal or something like that? Yeah.
Usually the added benefits will be more on the outpatient, which normally would either on a standard covers would have dental and optical and up to certain limits of any cover that you're taking. Then you have maternity also. Then you have personal accident also added as a benefit. And then you also have extra benefit on like the last expense for if someone has passed on, like they will pay a particular amount of money to cater for their last expense. You have also some covers that would have rescue services, that is airlifting, where if someone is away and it's on an emergency, then they can also. So those are other additional extra options that they are optional. They are not like a must. Yes.
And now with the new COVID disease, does a standard policy cover COVID-19? If yes, up to what extent? If no, can I now pay up and get covered for COVID in case I get or in case I currently have?
COVID is a new phenomenon that came, and most of the insurances have tried to somehow come in and be able to, because it was something that had not been foreseen, and so most of the standard covers did not have that very clear. But now insurances have tried to come up in speed to try their covers. There are certain companies that actually have made their covers, the standard covers that people have taken since COVID started, that they are able to cover. Of course, up to certain limits, because anytime you take a cover, it will always have limits up to what is able to cover. So if you say it's a COVID-related illness that it has that is being paid up for, then it will put limits. So I can't say it's how much. It is based on whatever cover limit you have taken. It will articulate and highlight it's up to whatever limit that maybe it will take care of in the event it is COVID-related. But most of the covers before were not covering for COVID because it never existed before. But now it's actually being accommodated by most of the companies.
Okay, and earlier you had mentioned that a contract is annual. So what happens to my money in case I don't exhaust it within that 1 year, or I don't even get to spend it at all in case I don't get sick or I don't go for a checkup? Do I carry forward to the other year, or do I get refunded? What happens to that?
The contract is annual, meaning that contract, whatever you pay, is only sustained. It is only utilized within that year. If you didn't use it, that's gone. But usually you understand what happens is that insurance, how it works is we are all many people pulled together, exposed to a similar risk, and so what happens is that we pool money together and put it in one basket, so that any of us who might end up finding themselves in that predicament, then the other people who may not have utilized their money, they are the ones who help you. That's why you'll have paid a premium of 40,000, but then the insurance pays for you for 1 million in the hospital. Where did you get that 1 million? It's part of that money that someone else who did not utilize that money. So that's why there is normally no refund. But what normally happens is that some insurances, what they do is that they have what they call non-claim discounts.
Okay.
So you find like when you're renewing your medical cover, you'll be discounted on the basis that you didn't claim on the previous year. So there's normally no place whereby that there is carrying over of money unless you had paid extra amount of money in when you're taking up the cover, so it was in excess. So that is the only money that you can be able to carry over. But money that was within that space of 1 year and you didn't utilize, then there's no carrying over to the next year. The only thing that can happen is you are discounted for having not maybe claimed the previous year.
Okay, and is there anything more you like to tell people when it comes to medical cover as we wind up?
I would say that it's important. Right now where we are, we have seen a lot of challenges with people and medical bills that go even to the extent people are selling off their own, capital investments. Businesses actually going down because medical bills have shot and accumulated, and they eat into even the basic finance. You can imagine even also the mobilization that comes, and people are trying to I've seen even very prominent people, I think even the recent, someone who was heading a big institution somewhere, but then you find people actually working out to raise up money, yet you're asking yourself why. Yet on the basic level, I would say that let's start even from the basic. You may not have to go for a private insurance company to get a medical insurance. NHIF is available, and it's made available to the basic average person because who can't be able to afford the medical covers from the private institutions. So it's good for people to take it seriously and take advantage. We also have the government, what they were trying to work with the big four and trying to come up with universal health care in the counties and all that, and trying to make medical available. It's good for people to take those initiatives seriously, because medical insurance, medical costs have really shot very high, and you don't have to wait until you get there. Start from the basic NHIF if you don't have capacity to get and pay it up, because it comes in handy and it's cheaper, it's affordable, and for those who can afford to take up private medical covers, it's good to be able to do that even when you are not sick. As a matter of fact, I always advise people, take a medical cover when you're not unwell, because you don't take a medical cover because you're sick. I've seen people who come in, they want to take a medical cover when someone has been admitted, and of course they can't work at that time. You take the medical cover before, and you in your financial planning, as you budget out and you plan how you're going to spend your money, it's good for people to actually be able to create space for medical costs.
Okay, so there you have it, and thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, like, comment and share, engage with us and let us know if you have a medical cover, what has your experience been, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much again for watching, and have yourself a lovely time.